Assalamu alaikum. I'm your teacher and today I'm going to teach you social studies. Our topic is maps and globes. Now, what is the difference between a map and a globe? Have you ever seen Earth from the space? How does it look like? Does it look like this? Yes, it looks like this. It is called as globe. As you can see, it is the exact model of the Earth, and you can see different continents, oceans, countries, and cities in it. While in a map, as you can see here, it is drawn on a plain paper and it is not the exact model of the Earth. What is the main difference between a globe and a map? A globe doesn't show anything in detail, but in maps we can study things in details. For example, if you are studying a continent, you can only see continents on a globe, like for example Europe, North America and South America, while on map you can read them in details. All the details about Asia, all the details about Africa, all the details about South America. Now let us see how many types of maps are. There are different types of maps. Maps of continents, maps of countries, maps of cities, even maps of seasons, maps of climate, trees, railway lines, roads, etc. Now let us see how many continents are there. There are 7 continents: North America, South America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. And how many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean. See how many elements of maps are there. There are 5 elements of maps: title, symbols, directions, scale, latitude, and longitude. Now what is the title used for? Title is used to show that what a map is about. For example, if we are drawing a map of a country, we will show that this is the map of a country, or a map of a city, or a map of a district. So title is very important. We should know that what a map is about. Number 2 is symbols. We use symbols to know the different features on a map. For example, we cannot draw a whole mosque on a map or a whole road on a map. So we should know these symbols so that we can read the map easily. For example, we show trees with green color. We show mountains with brown color, roads, railways, houses with black and red color. And this is the symbol of mosque, that as we cannot draw the whole mosque on a piece of a paper. So next is directions. We have 4 cardinal directions. Cardinal means we have 4 main directions: north, south, east, and west. And now there are 4 sub-directions as well. For example, between north and east, the direction will be northeast. Between east and south, it would be southeast. This would be southwest, and this would be northwest. As an easy way to know that the direction is to face the rising early in the morning, it means that the rising sun early in the morning, it means that you are facing the east. On your back is the west, on your right is the south, and on your left is the north. 4th is scale. Now what is a scale? When we draw a map of an area or a place, there is always a ratio between the actual size on the earth and the size on a map. Now for example, the distance between Karachi and Peshawar is 1500 kilometers. Now we cannot draw a map of 1500 kilometers, it is impossible. So we have to show it in centimeters on a map, and for this purpose we use scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. 1 centimeter is not equal to 100 kilometers mathematically, but on scale it is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. So 1500 kilometers will be equal to 15 centimeters. That is why we use scales, because we can show the distance in centimeters on a scale, not in kilometers. That is why we use scales and longitudes. In order to study the location of a map, we should know the latitudes and longitudes. First is latitude. Latitudes are the horizontal lines. This is horizontal and this is vertical. So these horizontal lines are called as latitudes. Scientists have divided the earth into different parts through these latitudes. They have drawn a middle line. This middle line is called as equator. Equator divides the earth into two halves: the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. And in northern hemisphere there are 90 lines of latitudes, and in southern hemisphere there are 90 lines of latitudes. So 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. So there are total 180 lines of latitudes. Equator is the middle line and it is always 0 degree. We start counting from here, like 0, then 30, 50, 60, 70 and 90. So 90 lines in the northern hemisphere and 90 lines in the southern hemisphere, total 180. Longitude. The middle line in the longitude is called as prime meridian. It is also 0 degree line. It divides the earth into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. There are 180 lines in the eastern hemisphere and 180 lines in the western hemisphere. 180, 180. Total 360. So we have 360 lines of longitude and we have 180 lines of latitudes. Longitude tell us about the time, and latitudes divides the earth into different parts. For example, the Arctic Circle, the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. Now what are the uses of maps? A map are of great importance to the geographers as well as to the general public. Geographers who study the earth uses maps to know the location of a place. With the help of a map, we not only know the actual location of a place, but we also know about the climate of a place, about different seasons, forests, plains, distributions of population and areas of crop cultivation. The maps also provides information about the villages, continents and countries. It also provides information about the roads, railway lines, canals as well as wells. It may also show the height of a particular land feature. We have done the presentation of this chapter. Now we will do reading of this chapter. Globe and map. Map is a chart or picture that shows different features of the earth. Globe is an object that is shaped like a ball with a map of the world on it. Map is a chart or picture, and globe is just like the earth. It is shaped like a ball with a map on the world on it. Map and globe both are used to show different features of the earth. The shape of globe resembles the shape of the earth. It presents all places on the earth as they are in the real form. We can collect information about the earth's surface, its different areas and varying physical features from a map. Tourists all around the world use maps to get information about their travel routes. If you look down from a high building or a tree, all objects like roads, traffic and people look very small and they appear like a sketch. If you look at the earth from any place on it, it appears plain. It is so because we cannot see the whole of the earth and our eyes can only see a small portion of it one time. But if you look at the earth from space, height or from an aeroplane, it will appear round in shape. Globe. We use globe to present the earth in its real shape. The model or copy of the earth made according to scale is called as globe. Its shape is round like our earth. In fact, The globe is a small model of the earth which gives information about the world. The world can easily be seen on the globe as it shows continents, oceans, countries and cities. If we cross a metal road across the globe, look at this diagram. If we partition it, this is called as, this is North Hemisphere and this is South Hemisphere. This is North Pole and this is South Pole. A map is a plain drawing of a part of the whole of the Earth's surface. A map shows the location of some object or place. In other words, drawing the features of the Earth's surface on a paper or plane surface with the help of conventional signs is called a map. It is always according to a scale. Map is useful to give information about geographical conditions of any part of the Earth. A map can be drawn from a house, a building or a village. A map guides us to different locations of places in the world. For easy understanding of a map, we use different colors, abbreviations and signs for different physical features. Now, difference between a globe and a map. A globe is basically round in shape. It is a complete model or sketch of the earth which looks like a big ball. We can use a globe to show the whole world, not just a part of it. A map can be prepared on a plain paper or surface and it may show a small or a large area like a country, a city, a village, a river or a sea. It may also show other features of the earth like lakes, mountains or growing areas of different crops. The globe shows correct shapes of continents, oceans and their geographical boundaries, while it does not give details about the areas. The map can show complete details of continents, oceans and other areas, while it is not possible to show such details on the globe. Continents. There are 7 continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, North America, South America and Antarctica. This is the diagram of the continents and oceans. There are 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Now, what are the elements of map? Title, symbols, directions, scale, latitudes and longitudes. A title is given at the top of the map. No map is complete without a title. It indicates the location of places and the purpose of making the map. For example, the map can be of particular district, city and province or of a country and provides the details of roads, crops and forests. Symbols. To show different features of land, some special symbols are used. As you can see in the diagram, trees, this is symbols for grass, this is a symbol for church, mandir, shrine, masjid, this is a symbol for graveyard, this is a symbol for settlements, symbol for unmetalled road and this one is for metalled road, railway lines, branch lines, main lines. So we use these symbols to study the map easily. Directions, as I have told you that there are 4 directions: north, east, west and south, and the secondary directions are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. Location of a map. Now this is the location map of a school. On the north there are trees, hospitals, houses. In the west, police station. In the south, park, water pond and post office, and in the east there is masjid. Scale. When we draw a map of an area or a place, there is always a ratio between the actual size on the earth and the size on the map. In geography, this ratio is called as scale. Every map has a particular relationship to the actual area shown in the map. It is impossible to draw an accurate map without a scale. Now, latitude and longitude. In order to study different places on the earth's surface, first of all we need to know their location. If you do not know the location, it is impossible to show them at their exact place. To show accurate location of a place on the map and the globe, we need the latitude and longitude. These horizontal lines are called as latitudes. They are parallel to the equator. This middle line is called as equator. This is northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. It divides the earth. Equator divides the earth into 2 halves. This one is north pole and this one is south pole. The lines of longitude. This middle line is called as prime meridian. It is a 0-degree line. This is north pole, this is south pole, and they have, as I have told you, there are total 360-degree lines of longitudes and 180-degree lines of latitudes. The usage, importance and utility of maps. The maps are of great importance to the geographers as well as to the general public. Nowadays, the use of map is increasing in different fields of life. For the study of different places in the world, it is necessary to know their location, which can be easily found on the map. With the help of a map, we not only know the actual location of a place, but we can also judge the condition of that area. With the help of a map, we can correctly point out the location and the boundaries of places. Moreover, maps can help us in the analysis of season, mountains, forests, plains, distribution of population and areas of crop cultivation. We can also find the directions of different areas. We take help from the map while traveling by air or by ship. The vehicles on the roads can easily reach their destinations with the help of maps. The maps also provides general information about the continents, countries, cities and villages. A map may give detailed information about a smaller area like river, forest, villages, walkways, roads, railway lines, canals and wells. It may also show the height of a particular land feature. Now class, we will do the exercise. Now let's do exercise. Choose the correct answer. The number of main direction is dash 2, 3, 4. How many directions are there? 4. The number of elements of a map are 2, 4 or 5. They are 5. The blue color shows water, mountain, building. The blue color shows water. The number of oceans in the world are 3, 5 or 7. They are 5. And there are dash continents in the world, 3, 5, 7. 7 continents. Now class, you have to do a homework. Just draw the map of your school and show the things that are located in the 4 directions. What is located in the east, what is located in the west, what is located in the north and south of your school. Now class, let's do question answers. Define a map. A map is the plain drawing of a part or the whole of the earth's surface. It may show a small or large area like a country, city or village, etc. What do you understand by a globe? The model or copy of the earth made according to a scale is called a globe. It shows correct shapes of continents and oceans and their geographical boundaries. Write the names. How many continents are there in the world? There are 7 continents in the world: Asia, Europe, South America, North America, Africa, Australia and Antarctica. Write the names of oceans. There are 5 oceans in the world: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Southern Ocean. Question number 5. Write the names of the elements of a map. There are 5 elements of a map. Number 1, title. Number 2, symbols or signs. Number 3, directions. Number 4, scale. Number 5, latitude and longitude. Question number 6. Why do we use symbols in a map? We use symbols in a map to show different features of land. We need these symbols to show different features of the earth when we do not have space to explain them in writing. Question number 7. What is meant by title in a map? A title is given on the top of the map. It indicates the location of places and purpose of making the map. Question number 8. What is meant by the cardinal directions? The 4 main directions that are east, west, north and south are called as cardinal directions. Number 9. Answer. What is the easy way to know directions? An easy way to know these directions is face the rising sun early in the morning. It means You are facing the east. On your back is the west. On your right is the south, while on your left is the north. Class, you have to do the homework. Make a map of your school and show what places are located in the 4 directions of your school. Thank you, class.